All right, YouTube, TikTok, thank you for coming in tonight. We're going to get a live session in on January 12th, 2022. Hope you guys have been watching the markets. We are recovering, okay, but I am not going full bullish yet. We're going to do a full market update, see where we're at. The main news that came out today was the inflation data coming in at 7%. The markets were, that's kind of what the markets were looking for. The markets were looking for either inflation to have gone down, we would have gotten more of a pump. But because we've kind of stayed sideways, that's why the market started to recover today. Now for me, I'm just not seeing many catalysts that are going to push this market up much further. I got to be honest with you guys, and I wish that we were going to go into a bullish alt season right now. I'm just not seeing it, and I continue to pray for it every day. But I'm going to be real with you guys. Last night, I was given my market update to my Discord group, and what I was looking at was inflation data that was coming out today. That was going to decide how the market moved over the next week. And then the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit was supposed to be ending next week, but now we know that they're going to extend it out a month. So those were the two things that I'm watching for. The Ripple versus SEC case, I think, is the final catalyst to push us into an alt season. I think that the whole market is actually hung up on that. It's hung up on that, and it's hung up on regulations, but we're kind of going to get both at the same time, which is going to be later this year. We just got the news that came out today. Tom Emmer introduced a bill to stop the Federal Reserve from introducing a central bank digital currency. While yesterday we had Fed Chair Jerome Powell say that they are ready to release their cryptocurrency report. So we are going to get regulations and laws passed here in the United States. And that's going to be the main catalyst, I think, that's going to bring in the bear market for cryptos. I think that we'll catch an initial pump. If we get a settlement in the Ripple versus SEC case, we're going to catch a pump. If we get regulations to come in, we'll catch a pump leading up to that. But then once the clarity comes in, if they decide to go after these ICOs like I think they are, that's going to usher in the bear market. That, along with the Fed ending tapering in March and raising interest rates 3 times over the course of this year. That, combined with all the other news that we're seeing, China closing their 3rd largest port, New York closing a port, whole world shutting back down again. There's not many things that look bullish right now, guys. Like, I don't know how there's some influencers that I was watching today that twisted this inflation data as somehow this is a bullish continuation of the bear market or the crypto market, that we're going to continue bullish. I don't know how you can get that from that. It makes sense because if we are getting inflation, the asset prices will increase up, but we're basically just staying stagnant right now. So that's basically what I'm looking at right now. The lawsuit being extended out a month pushes us out another month on that timeline. Other than that, if you guys see something that's going to push this market up, let me know. I'm not seeing anything. And I'm just being honest with you guys. I would love to be bullish right now. Trust me, I'm praying every day that we catch this alt season that I thought was coming in. But with the lawsuit getting extended, that's the main catalyst that I'm seeing right now. Wonderland time, no. How's that working out for you? Down 80%. Wonderland time down 80% from the all-time high. These DeFi platforms that I was warning you guys about have all crashed 60 to 90% for all of them. All right, YouTube, where are we at here? Why can I not see? YouTube, thank you for coming in tonight. Talk louder. We can turn up the mic a little bit. How's that sound coming in? Turned it up a notch. Yo, Zach, love the short post earlier about good debt and bad debt. Hopefully we do have an alt season trying to buy a house. Get some of that good debt. Yes, absolutely. So sell some crypto. SHIB to be listed on Robinhood. Is that good? SHIB, whatever. Nicole, what's up? Dogezilla, good luck with that. Okay, so looking behind me here, I made a post earlier today where I was talking about how to prepare yourself for the inflation that we're going through. The market is like, we're at 7% inflation. We're acting like it's just fine. Like, it's cool. Markets are up. All good and dandy. It's only 7%. Don't panic. But behind me here, I have the list of what I covered, the strategies for preparing yourself for inflation and what to do to protect your wealth. Now, I did give the caveat initially. You need to invest in your education, your financial education, because this wasn't taught into schools. So my first strategy is to lock down good debt. But for the average person who doesn't know anything about financial education, business, investing, don't go into debt right now. But if you understand what you're doing, if you have financial education, the thing to do right now is to lock in these low interest rates on good debt, cash flowing real estate, on your business that's going to produce more cash flow. Okay? Don't go take out a loan on your crypto bag and, 10x it on another investment and compound that. What you want to be doing is locking in good fixed rate. That's the key, is fixed rate. On a lot of these crypto platforms, I'm seeing they're adjustable rate mortgages. Sorry, not mortgages, loans. You guys are going to get wrecked playing that game. Be careful doing that. But if you can lock in a rate right now, anywhere from 2 to 5% on your house, on your vehicle. I also said don't go buy a little whip that you don't need, right? But lock in that cheap debt on your mortgages, on your real estate property, on your businesses. Right now, in my business, we're doing this right now. And with my personal truck, I just refinanced it, took the interest rate from 6.5% down to 3%. So I just cut my interest rate in half. So I'm actually doing these things. I'm looking to buy a house this year. Haven't been in the real estate market yet. Looking to be in the market this year. Okay, so I'm preparing for that. Refinance my truck, cut that rate in half, locking in low interest rate debt on equipment for my business that when I buy equipment for my business, it's paid back within a month every time. So that's a for sure bet right there. Instead of gambling on cryptos, I can go invest money in my business and I get a 100% return within a month every time. So okay. Now, the next part about that is I said, if you don't understand the difference between good debt and bad debt, go read Robert Kiyosaki's stuff. His material covers it all. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's the most basics in financial education. But a lot of people are just getting caught up to speed on that. Robert Kiyosaki, fantastic source. Okay, so go read that so you can understand good debt, bad debt. Robert Kiyosaki is also saying gold, silver, Bitcoin. Gold, silver, Bitcoin. But here's my caveat with that. It's gold, silver, utility tokens that are going to run the new financial system. There's no reason to own Bitcoin right now. What are you trying to catch? A 2x? 3x? If you're lucky? There's no reason to hold Bitcoin, period. Gold, silver, utility coins that are actually going to run the new financial system. Okay? And the last part is to increase prices. Now, if you run a business, that's pretty obvious. If you're just an employee, that's fine. You need to develop more skills, new skills that allow you to get a raise, because your boss is going to give you that average. They do a 2% raise usually per year to cover the cost of inflation, because inflation is supposed to be kept at 2%. As we see now, we're at 7% on our way to 10%. Look at Turkey, over 20%. Look at the real cost of goods, though. Remember, CPI data is absolute bullshit. The numbers are skewed. The government statistics that they're using are absolute bullshit, manipulated. The real inflation numbers, go look. Go look. I do simple things. My beer, it cost me $5 more for an 18-pack, right? Whatever that's like a 25% inflation rate, which is a stupid example. But go fill up at the pump, right? Go buy groceries. Go look at the real inflation. What do we got? We got steaks, $18 a pound. Go look at the real inflation, right? Go try to get a new lease on your apartment, right? That's the real inflation rate. So they're telling us CPI is at 7%. It's bullshit, guys. It's bullshit. So with that being said, I said increase prices. So your boss is going to give you a 2% raise. Well, you don't just go to your boss and ask for a raise because, hey, man, times are getting tough. Can you help me out a little bit? No, you got to develop more skills, make yourself more valuable. Then you go back to them and say, hey, man, it's not going to work out for me to make this wage for the rest of this year. I understand that you can't pay me more unless I'm more valuable. Here's the skills that I'm going to learn So in 2 or 3 months, can we revisit my wages because I'm going to make you more money? That's how you do it. Don't be going and asking for a handout just because times are tough. Go make yourself more valuable. If you run a business, you're going to have to increase prices. In my business personally, I don't even know. But yeah, I mean, yeah. You got to cover your costs because the real costs, the real inflation rates are well over 10%. Okay? So those are my ways. Lock in cheap debt, 2%, 3%. When inflation is at 7 to 10%, you have a 7% arbitrage on your debt. You're paying back that loan with cheaper dollars. If you lock in a 30-year fixed rate mortgage, you're going to be making the final payments in 2052 on that house. What do you think the value of the dollar is going to be, right? Now, if you read Robert Kiyosaki's book, he'll talk about how your house is not an asset because it doesn't produce cash flow for you. Now, for most people, the understanding is that the house that you live in is your asset. It's usually people's biggest asset. Robert Kiyosaki, the rich dad, poor dad philosophy is if it doesn't produce cash flow, it's not an asset. By definition, the asset has to produce cash flow. That's the big distinction. So, for a lot of you guys, you're sitting on equity in your house. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but at least you're sitting on something there. Think about refinancing and then rolling that extra equity into another property that's a rental property. Think about refinancing and rolling that money into your business. Okay. I will say, as someone who runs a business, for me, the best returns that I've always got is in my business. Yeah. It's just for sure bet. I can go buy a mower for 10 or 15 grand and make that back in a week. Go buy a truck for 20 grand, send it out with a crew. That crew will generate that in a month. It's a for sure bet every time I do that. I'm going to buy a skid steer this year. It's going to cost 70 grand. That's, you guys know the numbers with landscaping. So anyways, point being, lock in cheap debt, okay? Refinance existing loans if you can. But don't use your house like a credit card. That's the problem. That's the difference between good debt and bad debt. A lot of people have 100 grand equity. They blow all that running up, basically just using their house as a credit card. Don't do that. You got to be smart about that. And that's why I gave the caveat. I'm not telling people to just go get into debt. You got to have financial education, business skills, investing knowledge, and education. Lock in fixed rate debt, refinance, gold, silver, utility coins that are going to run the new financial system, and then increase your prices. And that is the video that I dropped today, how to prepare yourself for inflation and preserve your wealth. YouTube, what's popping? We have 110 of you guys here on YouTube. If you guys could hit that thumbs up button for me, I would appreciate that. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm going live. I try to go live as much as possible. Let's go. Here we go. 1 second. Why can I not view? Oh, this is bugging me. Okay, sorry. I believe we will see a lot of action over the next 5 to 6 weeks before we have a full global correction. Yep, absolutely. I think that that's kind of what we're looking at. Let's see here. Let's go over to the YouTube chat. Yeah, don't go into debt for XRP. No. Only invest what you can afford to lose. Yes. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Did I catch Elizabeth Warren's tweet about Congress, federal judges, and other government institutions owning stocks? Looks like they're going to have to sell. Yeah, so I'm about to drop a TikTok video on this issue. They're doing insider trading. Yes. Do I have a problem with it? Yes, kind of. Here's my main issue. I want to be able to invest into pre-IPO stocks. I want to be able to buy Ripple right now. It doesn't bother me so much that Nancy Pelosi is doing insider trading. We're going to get her for crimes against humanity. I'm not worried about her stock trading, right? But when it comes to the laws and how it works, only accredited investors can invest into early stage startups. And, basically you're like pre-IPO. Before a stock goes public, you have to be an accredited investor to get that private placement or to buy shares before they do an IPO. I'm more concerned about them just letting the average person invest into pre-IPO companies and early stage startups versus worrying about Nancy Pelosi. I don't lose sleep about Nancy Pelosi doing insider trading. Like I said, we'll get her for crimes against humanity. Now, I just want us to be able to have that same opportunity that accredited investors get. Because as the law is now, you have to be an accredited investor, which is $1 million in net worth or 250 grand income per year, which is not most people, obviously. So for me, I don't lose sleep that Nancy's insider trading. I don't care. I'm more concerned about, I just wish that I had that opportunity to get in on early stage stocks. If Ethereum gets sued, how does that affect the rest of the coins? It's bad. If you look at all the ERC20 tokens, all the coins that are built on Ethereum, that would absolutely wreck the space if Ethereum got taken down. Because if Ethereum gets taken down, all the other coins that were built on top of it, most of them are securities as well, they all go down. How much XRP do you think is enough in the new financial system? To me, personally, 10,000 XRP is what, I don't know. Everyone has a different number. Everyone's starting out in a different place. So I don't really like to throw out that number. But for me, I would rather have 10,000 XRP than 2,000 XRP. However, 2,000 XRP puts you in the top 10%. So that's your numbers. Just to be in the top 10% of bag holders, you only need about 2,000 XRP. So let's continue. Let's run through the charts here real quick. Take a look at these coins. Bitcoin back up. Let me refresh this. Make sure we're fresh. I need top 1%. Yeah, it's 50. What is it? 56,000, I think, to get into the top 10%. Maybe it's 50. Yeah, I think it is 56. We were checking it last night. Okay, so Bitcoin 43,000, Ethereum 33. So basically, let me pull up the chart here. Let me make sure you guys can see this on YouTube. Yeah, okay. Go right there. There you go. Okay, so you guys can see this. This is the XRP chart. Let me back out to the Bitcoin chart. We're back within the range that we've been trading in. If I zoom out here, see? Okay, this the levels that we've been watching, 40 and 45. Now, if we zoom even more out, the level that we weren't able to break was 52. So if we back out, see, this is the 15-minute chart. So sorry about these squiggly lines, but I just want to show you guys kind of where we're at. Nowhere to get excited. Nowhere to get excited, okay? If we do break 45, we'll be back within this range, which would be nice to see. But yeah, like I said, to me, this action that we had today, nothing to get excited about. And like I said, I wish that I could be bullish right now, guys. But because the Ripple case got extended, I just don't see the catalyst that's going to push this market up over the next month. Okay, now I'm not telling you guys to sell off. I'm not exiting my positions right now. For those of you who know my strategy, I am looking to exit my positions, but I was waiting for an alt season and to catch my coins approaching a new all-time high, because all the coins that I hold have not hit their all-time high from last bull run, and that's specifically XDC, Electroneum, Casino Coin, and XRP XLM. XDC I hold, but it did hit its all-time high 2021. So I'm not selling any of my coins. I'm just holding them right now. But I was telling my Discord group last night, whatever you're holding right now, you need to make sure that you're ready to hold that bag and that you're comfortable holding that bag, because it could get shaky. We could be entering a bear market, and you have to make sure that your currency is actually going to make it through regulations. That's the big thing. is your coin, whatever you're holding, your Dogecoin, your Shiba. I know you guys like these little silly coins. All of these coins here, are they going to make it through a bear market? Are they going to make it through regulations? And if you think that they will, if you're comfortable holding them through a bear market, through maybe potential 50% dip, then that's fine. Continue holding. But from what I'm seeing right now, I just see sideways action or downside over the next month. Sideways, I think, is most likely. Because look at what happened here with inflation. Inflation's kind of stagnant at 7%, which the market kind of just accepts. I mean, it's ridiculous, our inflation rate right now. Because inflation is a tax on the poor people the most. When the average and it's not even the poor, it's the average person, when they go to the grocery store and they want to have a steak dinner, and it costs $35 to get 2 steaks, a 2-pack, because it's at $15 to $18 per pound. Okay. Now, for the rest of the world, they're probably just like, well, America can do without some steak dinners. And maybe that's what has to happen. But I'm just telling you guys right now, the CPI data at 7% is an absolute joke. 50% drop? Yes, guys. Typically in these bear markets, we're going to see a 50 to 90% drop. So I'm comfortable holding my XRP in a bear market. I'm comfortable holding my XDC, XLM, Electronium. In fact, I will ladder into those positions during the bear market. Yeah. But if you look at the rest of the space right now, let's see. If we go to the categories on CoinMarketCap, make sure you guys can see this. If we look at the categories here, DeFi, NFTs, Metaverse, okay? Over the last 2 months, that's where the hype's been at, right? There's nothing new that's coming out in the next month or two that's going to continue to push this market up. I mean, everyone's used to NFTs. They're already here. There's no major Metaverse action that's really going on. And don't get me wrong, guys. There's money to make on these projects. It's just the long-term viability of a lot of these is not there. There is money to be made because there is still hype in these Metaverse coins, in these blockchain gamings, in play to earn. And I'm talking about these like hot words right now. Play to earn, blockchain gaming, Metaverse, right? These are hot words, hot topics, hot categories in the cryptocurrency space. But the hype isn't there. Remember, the hype was in meme coins, then it was in NFTs, then it's been in Metaverse. Now it's, DeFi platforms, your Time Wonderlands down 80%, like I warned about. Your Jade Protocol down 90%. Okay? So let's see these DeFi protocols. See what we're looking at. So if you guys are seeing something that I'm missing, some catalyst that's going to drive this market up, let me know, because I am hoping and praying every day that we catch this alt season, but I just don't see it. And the case getting extended out a month was not what I was looking for. Bitcoin is too slow? Absolutely, yeah. Like Robert Kiyosaki right now, he's saying gold, silver, Bitcoin is what he's doing. But my caveat to that is gold, silver, and utility coins that are actually going to run the new financial system. Land share, I'll tell you this, guys. If you have hours to spend each day studying Metaverse, studying play to earn, studying all these silly little coins, go ahead and see if you can make some money in there, because there is money to be made. I don't have time or the interest to spend my time learning about these shitty blockchain games that I'm seeing come out. They all look like shit, and I'm just being honest. The graphics are out of the freaking early 2000s or the 90s on them. They're a joke. I used to play games. And even long term, over the next 5 to 10 years, what I see with play to earn in the gaming space is it is real. But look at what's happening. Look at what's happened with gaming over the last 10 years. You have a handful of series that are major. Your Call of Duty, your Halos, your Fortnite. Fortnite is massive. Don't get me wrong. Fortnite, massive. But the rest of this bullshit is just that. It's bullshit. These little gaming blockchains, they're just trying to catch the hype. Their game's a piece of shit. It really is. I've seen nothing in blockchain gaming that has impressed me. Madden and GTA, exactly. So you're going to have half a dozen games that are going to be massive, okay? And play to earn will be a real thing. I wish play to earn was a thing when I was playing Call of Duty. I used to play so much Call of Duty in middle school, high school. But, you guys know me. I'm just going to be honest, and I'm going to give you my real take on this. I'm not impressed. It's just like 90% of cryptos that I look at. Not impressed. I don't like Mana long term. It doesn't excite me. It really doesn't excite me. What's going on? What is Mana doing? Mana hovering around $3 still. Algorand I am a fan of. Yes, been talking about Algorand for a while. It's even like Theta here. When we take a look at Theta, great idea, love it. Decentralized social media, streaming, love it, great idea. But like I've been saying, YouTube will adopt blockchain technology and they will run that space. They will continue to run that space. Metaverse, okay? You have all these different metaverse platforms. Cool. Whatever coin Mark Zuckerberg chooses to run Meta is going to be the coin for the metaverse that actually matters. And that's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. But like I've been saying, there is money to be made on the hype around these little silly games, these silly platforms that are coming out right now. I just don't spend the time to do that. You guys know me. I don't do Sushi Swap, Pancake Swap. I don't even have a MetaMask wallet. I have no NFTs because I'm not paying Ethereum gas fees. I don't care to take the time to do Solana NFTs. I'm waiting for NFTs to come out on the XRP ledger, which that news just came out yesterday. Developers can now launch NFTs on the XRP ledger as of yesterday, so that's going to be massive. So I'm not saying that there's not money to be made in the short term, but you got to make your money and run. Recognize what these projects are. They're riding the hype. Take your money and run. These little silly blockchain games that are coming out now are not going to be here in 10 years. In my opinion. Yeah. YouTube, let me go through your questions real quick. YouTube, drop your comments down below. Thank you for coming in tonight on the stream, guys. Do I think that Mana will be around in 10 years? Maybe. But the thing is even these projects that make it, even the Fortnite of blockchain gaming, okay? But here's the deal, is Fortnite's going to include blockchain cryptocurrency within their game, right? So that is going to be big. Yeah, right. Cheers, John. My thoughts on the court case delay. This is all part of stalling out XRP being unlocked, stalling out on the Great Reset, stalling out on the release of the central bank digital currencies, stalling out on cryptocurrency legislation. That's what this is about. Do I know anything about Dash? Nope. Thoughts on HBAR? Good technology. Haven't seen many partnerships with HBAR that actually impress me. They have a few solid ones. Say the Fed gets all the escrow XRP as part of the settlement. Is that a good thing or a bad thing for us retail investors? I think that would be good. I think that would be good because that means that the Federal Reserve is going to use it. That means that they're looking to use it as a reserve currency. That means that they're using it for liquidity. That's good for us. That's going to drive price. Yeah, that would be good. Ripple and the SEC have been secretly working together from the very beginning. Yes, I do believe that. HBAR is working with the Pentagon on drones. Interesting. What should I do with my XRP bags to maximize profits? Well, if you're looking to get some gains on your XRP in the meantime, you can stake it on Nexo. However, take a look at Nexo. There are certain states that Nexo does not allow you to earn. I just happen to be in Washington State, which is one of those states where I cannot participate in Nexo Earn, which is unfortunate. I went to set up my Nexo account today, went to look it up and get it going. And unfortunately, in Washington State, I'm one of the few states where you cannot participate or stake your XRP on Nexo. Yeah, it really sucks. There's a few other states you can't earn. Basically, if you stake your XRP on Nexo, you won't be able to earn Nexo tokens if you live in the United States. You would be able to earn XRP or another crypto. I think you can either earn the same crypto that you have staked or Nexo. But if you live in the United States, you will not be able to earn Nexo token, which they offer a higher interest rate or staking on if you receive your rewards in Nexo. Sorry for making that sound so confusing. But basically, if you live in the US, you're not going to be able to earn Nexo on your staking. You will only be able to earn the crypto that you're staking in. So if you're staking XRP, you'll be able to earn XRP. Unless you live in Washington or the few other states that they don't allow you to do any staking in, which is, of course, Washington State. Just an absolute freaking ridiculous state that I live in. XRP at $100 is more valuable than Apple, Microsoft, Google, Netflix, and Tesla combined. So no. The thing about XRP is it's not a stock of a company, right? It's a currency, and it's set up to be a world reserve currency that's as liquid as a G10 currency. So you're comparing apples and oranges, my guy. I know that you guys are desperate to find ways to hate on XRP, but you guys got to get your game up, okay? You're comparing oranges to apples. You're comparing a reserve currency that's as liquid as a G10 currency to Tesla stock. Get your game up, okay? And God, I'm going to make a TikTok, and I'm just going to say to all of the XRP haters, for the love of God and for the sake of the cryptocurrency space, please get your game up. You make us look so immature when you come on to an XRP person's comments and you say XRP is a scam, XRP is a shitcoin, XRP is a stable coin. Please get your game up, guys. Come up with something better. It's 2022. Please get your game up. How's my volume coming in? Looks like someone has an issue. That looks like your own issue, my guy. Washington or New York more ass for crypto? That's a good question, Kaylin. They're both trash. They're both trash. Washington and New York, just terrible states through and through. Completely terrible, especially for crypto. Prosperity Fund says I clown them live. Can they please just get their game up? Like, I'm a person who likes debate. I like a little bit of, back and forth, right? I'll go live with any guy, any one of these guys. But the guys in my comments that are just like repeatedly like, XRP is a scam, XRP is a shit coin, nice stable coin you got. It's just like, bro, please, for the sake of the cryptocurrency space, can you make us look a little bit more respectable? Let's have an educated conversation, A little bit of back and forth. What are you working with, man? If it's not going to be XRP, what's it going to be? Because whatever crypto you are going to name probably doesn't have one partnership on the caliber of Ripple's partnerships. They'll be lucky to have one. I mean, even the other ISO coins, even the other good utility coins that I like, HBAR, Quant, these other ones, even they only have a couple good partnerships that are on the caliber of Ripple. Seattle is considered the most educated is that in the state or the country? In the country, Seattle's the most educated. That would explain a lot. Yeah. Be careful. If you go to visit Seattle, be careful taking a walk down those streets. Okay, let's take a quick look here, quick gander at our XRP chart, 15 minute. Let's see if I'm going to get wrecked on my short. Looks like we're still holding, okay. So I am down on my short right now, which means I'm not in profit because the price went up. I forget where I entered, 76 or 78 cents. I shorted it. After I got the news that the settlement was not going to happen and that the lawsuit was going to get extended, I did short XRP. But that trade is not in profit right now, which is fine by me. That's what I get for shorting XRP. Okay, can we get a volume check? We have 180. I think, did we almost break 200 viewers? I don't know if we broke 200 viewers on the YouTube. Thank you for coming in tonight. Give me a volume check, guys. Are we good? Or is it just a couple folks in here? Because I can turn my shit up a little bit more. I can start yelling into the mic. All good. Volume's fine. Volume's good. Good. Okay, good. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Shorting can be a self-fulfilling prophecy since it puts downward pressure on a crypto. Yeah. It's a way to hedge my bet, right? If XRP goes down, then I make money on my short. If it goes up, I make so much money every time it goes up 2 cents on XRP that it doesn't matter, right? Whatever bet I placed on that short, I just made it back a few times over just by XRP going up a few cents. So you're making money either way it goes. Okay. XRP looks like it's at 79 cents right now. What's your cost basis on XRP? Be honest. It's all under 25 cents for sure. Under 25 cents for sure. Most of it's under 30 cents. I'm kicking myself for not buying at, like, what did it go down to? 10, 11 cents. When it went down to 10 cents, maybe it was 11 cents. Either way, when it did go down to 11 cents, there was so much fear in the market, and I was feeling it at the time. I did not buy in because at the time I thought that it was going down to 5 or 6 cents. And so I was getting greedy and I was full of fear. I thought we were going to continue to the downside because it was just absolute blood in the streets. I should have just started laddering in. But I could have accumulated way more. But I was waiting for 5 cent XRP to come in instead of just picking some up at 11 cents. But yeah, no, my cost basis on XRP is all under 25 cents. And you know, to be honest, I'm always straight up with you guys, right? Like I didn't have 20 grand to invest into XRP, right? I was dollar cost averaging over the course of 2 years. In 2019, that's when I first bought XRP. In 2020, that's when I went all in on XRP. So over the course of about a year and a half or two, I was just dollar cost averaging with, you know, just average investments. But praise Jesus, because that's how I was able to accumulate the bag that I have, which is nothing impressive really, but it's a nice bag. So do I trust Capital? Yeah, it looks pretty legit. Have I covered Digibyte? Yeah, you know, I was looking at Digibyte. It's an interesting coin. Am I expecting it to go up before late February? Yes, I do believe that we will get some price action for XRP towards that end of discovery. Yes. Yep. Okay, so someone in the chat says all these haters, they don't. Yeah, that's, you know, I'm not even gonna read your comment. That's what's funny about haters is they literally have the shittiest grammar too. Not only do they come in XRP is a scam, XRP is a stablecoin, most of these guys can't even freaking spell or use proper grammar. Like, and I'm not, I'm not spell checking you, but at least make it so it's comprehensible. Like, at least make somewhat of a decent sentence so I can read your comment. These haters, I swear. What do you guys think the average IQ of a Bitcoin maxi is? What's the average IQ of a Bitcoin maxi? What do you guys think? Do I trust KuCoin for XRP holding? No. I trust KuCoin for buying XRP, buying cryptos that you can't get on these other exchanges, but then remove it and get it off. Yeah. KuCoin, yeah. It's a nice exchange to use, but get it off. Okay, here we go. We got a full sentence from Ethereum Maxi. Stop living this fantasy. Buy more Ethereum. Sell XRP. I sold 100,000 XRP. I feel like I've seen you before in my chat. And when, I think that you commented this before. Maybe it was someone else. Anytime I see someone that says that they sold off 50,000 XRP, hundreds of thousand XRP, we got to take a moment of silence, send out a quick prayer for them. I hope that they're able to handle it. When XRP does its thing, man, I hope that you guys are in a good place. I hope that you're able to handle that. Did I get into Banca? No, that's a good point. I still need to look into that. Reaper Financial CEO Patrick Riley put me on to Banca. I don't even know what the hell they're doing. I got to take a look at it, but maybe something to look at. That's Banca, BANCA. I asked Patrick, I said, hey man, do you got a crypto that is like a sleeper that no one really knows about that you could throw out there? And he said Banca, BANCA. So take a look at it, guys. Not financial advice. By the way, if you haven't taken a look at Reaper, take a look, guys. Very interesting crypto, very unique use case. No one else in the space is doing something like this. Take a look. I'm not going to explain it right here, but go look at the video that I posted, Reaper Financial Explained, okay? And it'll give you the full rundown. If you haven't gone and watched my interview with the CEO of Reaper Financial, go check that out. That was a great cryptocurrency conversation. Very interesting ideas that he had. Where's my yes. Okay. Let's I'm going to scroll through some Twitter. Buy XLM, thank me later. Yeah, I mean, we already got XLM. We already talked about XLM. Am I hiring? Hiring for what? I'm hiring in my landscape business, but no one wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that. Am I sponsored by Reaper at all? No, guys. No. So you guys know me. I'm not going to show you something like that. So full disclosure, I bought Reaper coin after I did the interview with Patrick. Okay. So absolutely no promotion, no sponsorship from them. I had my conversation with Patrick. I liked what his project was about. I liked what I heard from Patrick. He seems like a stand-up guy, good cryptocurrency mind. Then I went and bought the crypto after I dropped my interview and already put it out there for everybody else. I put it out for everybody else, and then I went and bought some. So full disclosure, I do own Reaper coin now. I'm not trying to pump it. I'm just telling you guys to take a look at it. Very interesting utility use case, unlike any other in the space. And you know me, I don't throw out coins like that. I only talk about the solid utility ones. I don't mess around with bullshit. Take a look at it though. Not pumping my bags, not sponsored, nothing like that. Take a look at it. David is so funny. Retweet if you think Brad Garlinghouse should get an XRP tattoo to match his Ripple tattoo. Please don't fire me, Brad. That's awesome. Who did I want to go to? Have I looked at Gala? Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, it looks like we're going to get a video from Jeremy Hogan tomorrow. We'll discuss in video tomorrow. That's going to be interesting to see. Jeremy Hogan, he did say that Ripple's argument is clean, concise, and correct in regards to the fair notice defense. So I'm very interested to see that. Now, he does suspect that they won't rule on that until discovery ends. So nothing's going to happen in this case really until next month, it looks like. So we're not going to be moving anytime soon. However, guys, I'm leaning much more towards a settlement. After this case got extended another month, I'm leaning much more towards a settlement coming in. You guys are getting crazy in the YouTube chat. If you guys could hit that thumbs up for me while you're in here, I would appreciate that. Thoughts on XDC? Big fan. How do I buy Reaper coin? If you guys are trying to buy Reaper token, you need to basically just download the trust line on your XRP Ledger wallet, the Zoom wallet. I call it Zoom. I know it's Zum or whatever. I call it Zoom. Yeah, just go to the Zoom wallet, set up the trust line, then you can exchange XRP for Reaper there, or go to the Sologenic DEX and you can get some there as well. XLM will have its bull run for XRP. Well, has that happened in the past? Nope, never. So I don't know what's making you think that that would happen again, but if it does, that's fine. A lot of us own XLM. It's following XRP to a T. Should I buy more XRP off of Uphold, and where should I relocate it? I'm not going to tell you what to do. Uphold, I do like, okay? If you want to be able to move your XRP off Uphold, you have to buy it with a card. But yeah, you know, if I like I always say, if I didn't have 2,000 XRP, I would be uncomfortable with my cryptocurrency investments. The risk to reward is too great to not have any XRP. So, yeah. We have been getting a couple features on the Digital Asset Investor. I got to give a huge shout out to Digital Asset Investor. He featured 2 clips from my conversation with Reaper CEO Patrick Riley. He posted two clips on his Twitter, and then he included it in his YouTube. So once again, we have been featured on the Digital Asset Investors YouTube channel, which was like my big moment. The first time I got featured, what was that, like a week ago? I was like jumping up and down like a kid on Christmas, because Digital Asset Investor for me has been the main influencer, the main resource that has turned me on to XRP back in 2019 when I was, 2018, 2019 when I was first getting into crypto and I didn't understand what XRP was. I found his channel and he brought me into the light. And so huge shout out to Digital Asset Investor, man. It just made my day to absolutely made my day to get featured on his channel. Now he's made it a couple times. And he has given us to subscribe. So if the Digital Asset Investor can subscribe, you should be able to subscribe too. But we're going to keep hitting it hard. I have another interview in the works too. Okay. We got some good content coming this way. So make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when we're going live. And the thing about DAI, he's not on any bullshit, but he's the one person in the XRP community that has done the most to expose the SEC. So I will give him the most respect forever just for that reason. There's plenty of other people that I watch and listen to, but in regards to exposing the SEC, Digital Asset Investor has put on a clinic. In investigative research, he has put on a clinic. This is awesome. We have Stuart Alderati. This is the Chief General Counsel of Ripple. My first reaction reading this message, he's responding to Gary Gensler's tweet saying his remarks at the Securities Enforcement Forum. He posts this GIF. Oh, that's awesome. I was just watching the clip from Charles Gasparino. He's from Fox Business. They've been covering the Ripple versus SEC case over there. He shared that Ripple's defense is saying that this case is even stronger. That the Ripple team, the legal team, that their case is better than ever right now. So, whoa, what is this? Digital Asset Investor says this. Boy, if you read through this Freedom of Information Act info, you'll see we weren't far off over the years. This is a CNBC article. It says, Trump White House had a secret crypto booster in Jared Kushner. New Mnuchin file dump shows. New documents show that in 2019, Jared Kushner was quietly advocating for a U.S. digital dollar, according to a 250-page dump of Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin's crypto-related email correspondence from his 4 years in the job. Kushner's apparent affinity for digital currencies is one of many revelations gleaned from this newly released document that was obtained by CoinDesk through a Freedom of Information Act request. Other insights include details surrounding the fight between the crypto lobby and Mnuchin over the Treasury Department's last-minute attempt at rolling out new rules pertaining to user-controlled digital wallets. Okay, this is fascinating. When did this article come out? This came out today. Okay, this is brand new. We're taking a live look at this breaking news. Trump White House had a secret crypto booster in Jared Kushner. I'll tell you what, Jared Kushner, he was doing a lot for this administration. He was, and I don't know if all of it was good either. You look where he comes from, you look at his ties, I'm not going to say any more on it. That gets interesting. This gets very interesting. Wow, let's take a look at this. New documents show that one of former President Donald Trump's most trusted and senior advisors was secretly pushing the White House to lean into crypto, well before skyrocketing crypto prices reignited mainstream interest in the space. In 2019, when crypto was in the midst of a multi-year bear market, Jared Kushner, Trump's son-in-law and senior advisor, was quietly advocating for a U.S. digital dollar in which the Fed would launch its own central bank currency. The information was gleaned from a 250-page dump of Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin's crypto-related email correspondence from his 4 years in the job, which was obtained by CoinDesk through a Freedom of Information Act request. Other insights include details surrounding the fight between the crypto lobby and Mnuchin over the Treasury Department's last-minute attempt at rolling out new rules pertaining to user-controlled digital wallets. Neither Mnuchin nor Kushner immediately responded to CNBC's request for comments about their crypto-related email exchanges. So Kushner backs a digital dollar. On May 29, 2019, Kushner, who was more known for his work on the administration's foreign policy efforts rather than fiscal matters, sent an email to Mnuchin to suggest that a group be assembled to have a brainstorm about the topic of a U.S. digital currency. Well, we know what Trump said, right? Trump said that he was against crypto, that he was a fan of the U.S. dollar. So this makes sense, Trump was a fan of the U.S. dollar, and I do think that he wouldn't be opposed to a digital dollar. So this makes sense. This does make sense. But we know that Trump did move the Federal Reserve within the Treasury Department, so that also gets interesting as well. The note included a link to a blog post by OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, in which Altman argues that while the U.S. government cannot stop cryptocurrency, it can create the winner. In the post, Altman riffed on a hypothetical U.S. digital dollar, or USDC, which would function as a second legal currency. He goes on to say that if the U.S. was the first superpower government to launch a central bank digital currency, or CBDC, it would have an enviable position in the future of the world and exercise some degree of power over a worldwide currency. My sense is it could make sense and also be something that could ultimately change the way we pay out entitlements, as well as saving us a ton in waste, fraud, and also in transaction costs, Kushner wrote. There was no reply from Mnuchin among the documents, so it is unclear whether the Treasury Secretary took any action. Kushner's view on the CBDC phenomenon ultimately proved prescient. Few countries were seriously dabbling in national digital currencies in mid-2019, but today, at least 87 countries representing over 90% of global GDP are exploring a CBDC, according to research from the Atlantic Council. China is miles ahead of the rest of the world, having spent years developing and piloting its digital yuan. Beijing is currently in the process of ramping up efforts to roll out the so-called eCNY to the broader population, with the ultimate goal of replacing cash and coins already in circulation. In the years since Kushner floated the idea of a digital dollar, talk of a CBDC in the U.S. has circulated among regulators and lawmakers, though with few tangible steps toward implementation. Okay, yeah, so that's interesting. A dollar in CBDC form is a liability of the central bank. The Federal Reserve has to pay you back, explained Ronit Goes, who's head fintech and digital assets for Citi Global Insights. Though former Commodities Futures Trading Commission Chairman Chris Giancarlo has since taken up the cause for a digital dollar, the full commitment of the Fed remains in doubt. Powell previously told lawmakers on Capitol Hill that he is not convinced that the benefits outweigh the costs. Before Giancarlo began spearheading the so-called digital dollar project, the former CFTC chairman was among those addressing Mnuchin on the crypto topic. We know that. Giancarlo, he's what we call the crypto dad, right? One of the good guys. I tell you what, I'm very, very interested to see how all of these executive orders that were passed by this administration, with Secretary Mnuchin at the helm of the Treasury Department, when they decided to roll the Federal Reserve into the Treasury Department. I'm very excited to see how this all plays out. I'm talking about deals that were done. Remember, Ripple was in the White House in 2018. Ripple was meeting with Jay Clayton in 2018, right? Brad Garlinghouse and David Schwartz sitting down with Jay Clayton in 2018. But we also know that they had advisors. We also know that they had ties to the White House through, what's his name? Can't remember his name right now, but you guys already know the deal. So, in my opinion, the deals have been done and we are just waiting for the rollout. Okay, it looks like we got a little bit of downward action here in the charts. Take a look here, XRP. Let's go right there, back down to 78 cents. Buy more, yeah. Yeah, for those of you guys who are trying to load up, what is QQQ? I've heard that. It's a stock. Let's open up a new tab. QQQ. Invesco QQQ Trust Series 1. What is this about? I've been seeing a bunch of people. This ETF is making QQQ irrelevant. Wild leveraged note offering 5 times NASDAQ moves just launch. Is that what QQQ is? QQQ always goes up. Yeah, the famous last words. Leverage Shares has just launched an ETF or an exchange traded note in Europe that aims to deliver 5 times the performance of the biggest ETF tracking American technology shares. The Leverage Shares 5x long US Tech 100 ETP ticker 5QQQ uses margin to amplify the $205 billion Invesco QQQ Trust, which follows the NASDAQ 100 index. What could go wrong? Tech's not in a bubble. It always goes up, right? Yeah, I don't know. Good luck with that one. I don't do stocks. Do I see XRP token as a reserve currency? Yes, I do. Because Ripple stated in 2017 that they had a simple goal of making XRP a world reserve currency. It's also going to have the same function as the US dollar, of the euro, of the Swiss franc, of being a G10 liquidity provider. So it's a world reserve currency that's as liquid as a G10 currency. Yep. Literally, if you want to compare the use cases, XRP is the new US dollar, essentially. Now, it's not going to function the same way, but I'm just telling you, it's essentially the same thing. It would be equivalent to comparing our US dollar when it was backed by gold. That's a better comparison, because when the dollar was backed by gold, it was backed by something tangible with real utility. That's what XRP is. That's the best example. It's not just tech anymore. It's the NASDAQ 100. Yeah, well, the whole stock market's in a bubble, though, right? So that's the thing. I don't do stocks. I'm out of the stock market right now. For me, the only opportunity is in pre-IPO investing. If you're an accredited investor and you can get on a project before it does an initial public offering, that's where the money's made. It's made in private placements and pre-IPO. Once it's out in the public, yes, I guess if you want kind of just a conservative investment portfolio of stocks that are going to go up 10% per year, I guess. But just compared to crypto, it just doesn't compare at all. There's no comparison. Why do I believe that the XRP case is truly being held back? They're stalling out the Great Reset. They're stalling out the central bank digital currencies being rolled out across the world, especially the Fed dollar, the US dollar. And they're stalling for cryptocurrency regulations in this country. It's just a stall. XRP will be a part of the SDR basket, I think. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. Thoughts on Graph protocol? I almost invested in the Graph a while ago. I want to see what's... We have almost 2,400 playbacks. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought that was 2,400 views. No, we have 160 concurrent viewers right now on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in tonight, guys. Appreciate you guys. We are at 14,000, I think like 14,500 subscribers now. So hitting it hard over there. What was I going to look at? GRT graph. Let's take a look. Yeah, I was looking at this. What is it supposed to be? The Google of crypto? Is that 60 cents right now? What is it up? So it's down quite a ways over the last few months. Reached out to $1.20 something. What was that? All-time high. All-time high was $2.88 in February of this last year. Okay, so nearly a year ago. It's 80% down from an all-time high. You know, it's interesting. I hate to say it, but the person that really put me on the graph was BitBoy Crypto. And yeah, when I saw that they paid him to do a promotion, I was like, that's kind of a turnoff for me, but we'll be interested to see. The graph is an indexing protocol for querying data for networks like Ethereum. Yeah. Interesting. XRP can see a huge gain when central banks adopt, along with PE funds when there is clear legal. Yes, absolutely. Yep. Man, there's so much opportunity. Guys, drink XRP Kool-Aid. It's delicious. You know, it's funny. These XRP haters act like they're getting rich. They act like they're just making money hand over fist. I'm playing. Okay. Okay, YouTube, checking your questions again. Checking your questions, YouTube, TikTok. Let's just go rapid fire Q&A right now. What do you think of the IMF guy? Well, that's going to be the World Economic Forum guy, Klaus Schwab, who said you'll own nothing and be happy. Yes, that's the plan. Agenda 2030. Yep, that's the plan. Not a fan. Where can I get XDC other than KuCoin? You might be able to get it on BitTrue. There's a couple other places. I'm not sure. Can you guys comment below? Where else can you get XDC besides KuCoin? What do I think about Quant? Very interesting project. Very solid. What do I think about Circle going public through a SPAC? I plan to diversify into Circle and Ripple stock, the only ones with crypto gains. Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. Is I'm hoping the XRP moons so that I can become an accredited investor. You got to make 250 grand a year or have $1 million net worth to be an accredited investor and to invest into pre-IPO, because I would be investing into companies like Circle before they go public, into Ripple before they go public, into some of these exchanges. Like Coinbase went public. Obviously, that was one of the bigger cryptocurrency IPOs that's happened. But yeah, that's where the money's at. After crypto matures, that's my plan, is to try to get into pre-IPO stocks. How many coins are in the fictional moon bag? I only hold like 4 or 5 coins. XRP haters are also stacking XRP bags. That's the truth. Every influencer, the ones that hate on XRP the most, they all have XRP, right? If it was so bad, if there was no opportunity, why don't you just give up your bag? Do I believe Vinay Gupta will be called out to testify against ETH? I don't know if they'll ever go against ETH, man. They might do it to save face, but yeah, Vinay Gupta, he pretty much exposed how Ethereum's taking advantage of retail investors. Yeah. What do I think about the buyout plan? I don't think that it will happen, but it is a real proposal. It was given to the Federal Reserve to look at. I don't think it will happen. Could XRP overtake ETH? It's done it before. It's a different market now, which I get that, and it would take a lot to overtake ETH now, but it can be done for sure. And I think that it will. I think that it will. I always love the trolls that brag about their Bitcoin investments back in 2014. Dude, no one cares. I know, right? And they're all capping too. They're all cap. They're all cap. They're all full of shit. They'll say that they invested into Bitcoin when it was like $1,000 or $500, or they invested into ETH when it was $80. But they didn't sell. They didn't sell. Or they sold when their investment went up 10x. So it's like, yeah, you got in early, but you also exited early. Cosmos has a really, you're a breath of fresh air. Cosmos has a really profitable pool mining. I was looking at Cosmos. Its interoperability is kind of interesting because even though it has a lot of other blockchains built on top of it, interoperability is there, but you still need to be on Cosmos to tap into it. I got to deep dive further into that. But yeah, you can earn 5% on your Cosmos just by having it on Coinbase, something that I have looked at. Any thoughts on growing your XRP bag with XRPL tokens on Zoom? Well, I already did that with Solo, and that's what I'm doing with Reaper right now. I'm up, I've been up like 20 or 30% right now. I don't know what Reaper's at right now, but I was up like 25% on Reaper, which I didn't do an incredibly big investment. I just invested 1,000 XRP into Reaper. But yeah, so with Sologenic, what did I do? I did 1,000 XRP into Sologenic as well. And I think I made a couple thousand XRP off that. So yeah, I've been doing some of that. I don't participate in any of the airdrops, and I've only invested into 2 XRPL tokens. Besides, there's maybe like 2 others. But yeah, I mean, if you spend the time researching them, there's going to be some opportunity there potentially. Would I ever sell my XRP? I'm gonna sell. I'm gonna sell 5% of my XRP if we reach out to $10. What's up, Michael? How's it going? XYO is a coin used for location tracking. Interesting. Yeah, I've heard that coin before. Osmosis Labs. Interesting. HBAR backed by Google and IBM. No, they're just on the governing council of HBAR. So that's the thing about HBAR is like they have big players on their governing council, but I don't know. I haven't seen like real adoption with HBAR that gets me like too thrilled. They are in China. There's some good adoption over there. There's also some good stuff happening in the UK. I got to look into that more. What are your top 3 cryptos by use case in order? XRP is definitely the top one because, like I've mentioned, it's for wholesale payments. That's the biggest market in the world. And thank you, Menelek, for asking that question, because that's why I was ranting about play to earn gaming and blockchain gaming and little NFTs earlier, is because it doesn't matter. Even the most successful play to earn game is going to be a drop in the bucket compared to running the financial infrastructure, right? So that's why XRP is the number one and will always be the number one for me, is because it's going after the biggest market, which is wholesale payments and derivatives. After that, it's got, well, I don't really know how I could put that in order. It's going to be a tie between XLM, Quant, XDC, what other ones? Yeah, probably between those three. XLM, you have retail payments, and I think that a lot of central bank digital currencies will be built on XLM. Quant's going to be massive because it's the hyperledger connecting all the blockchains. What was the other one? XDC is going to be massive because of trade finance, but trade finance is only a $19 trillion market. So for me, it's a clear XRP is the number one forever because they're going after wholesale payments. Then that handful that I mentioned after that would be the following. Menelek says XRP, Quant, XDC, or XLM for me. Yeah, that's basically the same boat that I'm in. I'm interested to see how many central bank digital currencies are built on XLM. I'm not really seeing much enterprise adoption, although they do have IBM. So that gets interesting. XLM has a huge partnership with IBM. I'm a big fan of IOTA too. Big fan of IOTA. See, this is the thing right here. Oh my God. One of my haters in the chat, Bitcoin Maxi, he bought 3 Bitcoins at $176. And so then they just, to this day, they walk around like they're Jesus Christ reincarnated because they bought 3 Bitcoins at $176. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love my haters. Thank you for coming in. Kadena, KDA. Yeah, KDA looks interesting. Haven't invested in it yet. Haven't gone too deep on it yet, but looks interesting for sure. Okay, see, this is what I was talking about. Bank XRP shared this news clip. Shout out to Bank XRP for always putting out solid clips. He's one that's always sharing just full videos of any time someone from Ripple speaks, anytime like Fox Business features XRP or Ripple. So he shared this clip from earlier today, and that's Charles Gasparino being featured on Fox Business. And here's what I was referring to. Ripple's legal team sees value in the COVID-related delay of the SEC XRP case. They want to grill witnesses for the entire 7-hour deposition limit in person as opposed to via Zoom, where it is less effective. I love that. And as I've been saying, the lawyers working for Ripple are absolute killers. These aren't just like regular Joe Schmoes. Ripple has the best team in cryptocurrency by far, no comparison. No one even comes close. And this team of lawyers that they have to battle the SEC is unmatched too. Like I always talk about with a lot of these silly cryptos, they don't even have the money to fight a legal battle against the SEC. They would have to launch some other bullshit NFT drop to raise the funds for their legal battle. Is there anything about XRP that makes you nervous? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing makes me nervous about XRP. No. Do I get anxious? Yes. Do I get impatient? Yes. I feel you guys. But I've looked for 2 years trying to disprove why XRP is not going to be what we think it is. I've been looking for 2 years straight. I listen to everyone in this space, from the most pro XRP people to all of the haters. I listen to all the haters too. I don't block anyone on TikTok or YouTube. I let everyone drop their comments, everyone make their arguments. I researched it through and through. I look into other cryptos to see if they have anything that's going on similar to it. I found nothing. XRP makes some nervous because they fear dying before XRP's rise. Dude. Amen. Yeah. Yeah. So for those of you guys who didn't see, much is underway. Much is underway in the cryptocurrency space. The Federal Reserve is going to drop their report within a few weeks. And cryptocurrency legislation is coming soon. And we just had Tom Emmer introduce this bill today that would prohibit the Federal Reserve from issuing a central bank digital currency. Realistic price target for XRP this year? Well, there's just so many different scenarios with XRP, but the first target that I'm looking at is $7 to $13. If the case gets settled within a year, I have that coin at $100 plus. So that's what I'm looking at with XRP. $7 to $13 with or without a settlement. If we get a settlement, we could go all the way up to like $30 initially, for like first initial pump. But over the course of a year after the case is done, I got this at three digits. What do I think about Chainlink? You know, it's connecting all these other blockchains. It's a real utility. I don't own any. Let me see. $12 billion market cap. Let's take a look at Chainlink here. What? Circulating supply is 1 billion coins. There's only half the supply out. Yeah. Yeah, Chainlink's interesting, but I'm not invested. Chainlink is one that I might enter into in the bear market. I got to look at how they did, if they did an ICO or what they're going to do. Remember, whatever you're holding right now, be prepared to hold it through a bear market where it could see a 50% drop or more. And will your crypto make it through regulations? And the big thing with that is, did they do an ICO? Did Chainlink ICO? Let's Google this real quick. Yep. So they did a $32 million ICO in 2017. So, that's where it gets interesting for me with a lot of these coins, is they did an ICO. Gary Gensler and Jay Clayton both told us that all of these ICOs that they've taken a look at are securities offerings. So that's problematic. Cardano doing a little pump up to $1.30. Interesting to see. Now, what's XRP? XRP's at 78 cents. Okay, I'm going to watch that. Like I told you guys, I placed my short on XRP. So, we'll see what happens. Thoughts on AVAX? Solid project. I'm looking at it, see if I can pick it up during the bear market. Let me simplify what I'm doing right now, guys. I am not these are solid projects, some of them, but I'm not buying any of them right now because I just don't see that much upside to finish off this bull run. If God willing, we can catch a pump here. I just don't see that much more potential for them. Like for AVAX in particular, it's already ranked 11, $23 billion for the market cap. Max supply is 395 million, and we already have 244 million. Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting project. It's a solid project, but an entry right now at $95 doesn't turn me on. Doesn't get me excited. All countries are coming out with their digital currency. How can XRP survive that? Because you still need a neutral bridge currency between the two countries to transact. That's what Pablo just said. That's what some other influencers out there are saying, is that basically China is getting off of SWIFT, Russia's getting off of SWIFT. These countries are not going to adopt XRP. So how is it going to be used for cross-border payments? Well, the problem is that, well, for one, SWIFT has 11,000 member banks part of it. There's no network that compares to it. So even if we get SWIFT to adopt XRP, we'll be fine. We don't necessarily need China. Now, with the Chinese yuan, the use case for XRP is still there. In fact, it increases with central bank digital currency. That's the thing. It increases with central bank digital currencies because these countries aren't going to trust each other, right? These companies aren't going to trust each other. That's why JP Morgan coin doesn't matter. It's because you're not going to trust JPM coin. It's in a walled garden. So you have a neutral bridge that's going to connect JPM coin to Goldman Sachs coin. You're going to have a neutral bridge with XRP that's going to connect the Chinese yuan to the US dollar, right? XRP is the bridge. The utility only increases with the central bank digital currencies getting launched. Pull up KDA and talk about it more. Most need to hear about it. What do you got for KDA on me? I'll look it up right now. It's at $10 right now. Yep, I know. My boy Gas, Discord member, put me onto KDA. He shared this coin with us a while ago. I have not invested yet. Is the case extended? Yes, it's extended 1 month. Kadena has the only scalable layer 1 proof of work blockchain along with Pact, the safest smart contract language, founded by whoever that is, who created JP Morgan's first blockchain and was the tech lead for the SEC's first crypto committee. That's interesting. That actually gets interesting. Okay. Case got extended to after the Mercury retrograde. I love it. What? Oh yeah, yesterday was the 111222, right? Kadena makes blockchain work for everyone. Our ecosystem provides the security of Bitcoin, virtually free gas, unparalleled throughput, and smart contracts. So they have their smart contracts, no cost transactions, energy efficient at scale. As network demand increases, Kadena's energy use remains constant. Its unique architecture makes it the only platform that can deliver increased energy efficiency as TPS scales. Proven security. Our founders' experience at JP Morgan revealed the limitations of existing blockchain solutions to solve for security and throughput demands of financial services clients. Kadena runs on proof of work, which is reliable, secure, and battle hardened. Does anyone know what's a good stablecoin to put my crypto into? The only stablecoin that I would be holding in would be USDC. That's the only one. Yeah, this is an interesting coin. Thoughts on Sologenic? Jack, what's up, man? I'm doing good. How are you? Did y'all get the solo drop yet? The solo drop comes on the 20th. Yep, so that's going to come next week. YouTube, I'm back in your comments. Let's drop your questions down below. Do you think we are going back to 40K on Bitcoin? Yes. Yep. Let me pull up the chart. Yeah, see, if I pull up the Bitcoin chart here, you'll be able to see. I'm not going to get excited until we break 45. If we break 45, I might get a little excited, but I think we'll probably be going back down to 42 at least. Flare, what happened to it? They just delayed it, I believe, because of the lawsuit. I believe they're waiting for the lawsuit to be settled up. What's up, Barry? How's it going, man? USDC is risky because of all the money missing, right? Isn't that Tether? No. USDT is Tether. And yes, that's why I don't hold anything in Tether, because they've not done a proper audit. They have been proven to be a deceptive and fraudulent scheme by the New York Attorney General. I only use Tether on like Qcoin when I need to use it for futures trading or to get other coins. Songbird test network happened. Yes. So Songbird is alive, but we're still waiting for Flare to drop. So thoughts on Signata? Never heard of it. Thoughts on Byco? Never heard of it. Guys, thank you for tapping the screen, sharing the stream. YouTube, if you could hit that thumbs up button for me, we could be best friends. Two. Yeah. We'll see what happens next month. A couple interesting dates. If you guys want to do some manifestation, if that's your deal. How about Solana? Yeah. Solid. Had its run. Not interested in it for right now. It is performing well. I like to see Ethereum competitors, especially with the NFTs. So Solana NFTs doing real well right now. That's good. What's up with VeChain? VeChain seems like it's been suppressed for a while, or just nothing's happening on it. I don't know. What's the market cap's at 5 billion? It's at 8 cents right now. Yeah, it's kind of just been dead, hasn't it? The all-time high was in April at 27 cents. Yeah, down 71%. Yeah, it's just been suppressed. Nowhere near that previous all-time high. Have I looked into Casper at all? No. What is Casper? Yeah, I don't know. What's Casper doing? Casper's mission is to usher in a new era for Web3. What am I buying or looking at buying soon? I'm only looking at buying cryptos that have not hit their all-time high within the last year. So that's XRP, XLM, XDC, even though it hit its all-time high last year. Electronium, Casino Coin. Did I say XLM? Did I say... Okay, here's the coins that I'm looking at buying that I don't own now. Algorand and Quant. What else? HBAR. I've owned HBAR in the past. I might enter that one here soon as well. But I'm waiting for confirmation that we're not going into a bear market. What about EOS? EOS has been kind of dead for a while, hasn't it? All-time high was 2018. EOS is down 87% from its previous all-time high. Why is it being so suppressed? Is no one using it? Cardano? Yeah, Cardano's bounced off of that like previous support. I don't know if it'll catch another pump, but it is bounced off support. Shout out to Crypto Granny. She did a video on you being the next one to watch. Did she? Crypto Granny? Can I look this up? Crypto Granny, shout out. Let's go. That's funny. I oh my gosh, bless her soul. She's so nice. I don't even know how you could say something negative about Crypto Granny. But I was watching her video about her unstaking her Time Wonderland, and I was just like, oh man. Did she actually? I don't think she did. I'm looking through her TikTok right now. I don't see me. She's really blown up recently, hasn't she? She's just doing duets with everyone. Oh, it was a few weeks ago? She's got everybody here. Crypto Mason. That's funny. I don't know. I can't find it.
Somebody asked me, am I buying XRP in this dip? And the answer is no, because I admire the XRP army. I mean, you guys have been waiting for that thing to go up, like waiting for the second coming of the Lord. I mean, I don't know if another Jesus is coming.
Amen.
XRP's never going to go anywhere. I own some, but I don't know that I'm going to buy anymore because I'm not a patient woman. But anyway, XRP, let's go.
I love that. I love that. There's no way to hate on her. I'm not a patient woman. She's just being real. I get it. I get it. You're going to miss out, Crypto Granny. You're going to miss... Oh, she says she has a bag, but... I don't know. I haven't seen it. If you guys find that video that she featured me, DM me on Instagram. DM me. Send me that link. I'd love to see that. That's awesome. She's awesome. She's a good one to have in the space. No bullshit. That's cool. Crypto Granny loves me. That's awesome. A lot of influencers don't like me in here. What exchange do I recommend buying XRP on? Uphold, KuCoin, or BitTrue? YouTube, I'm watching your comments right now. Drop them down below. Yeah. YouTube going crazy these days. I'd love to see it. We used to only get like 10 people in the chat. Now we get 150. I think we almost hit 200 in the chat at one point. And we got all these arguments happening in the YouTube. We got the TikTok haters in the chat. I love it. Love it. Keep it up, guys. Be nice. Be respectful. Love you guys. Did I see Mason's last TikTok about Ripple? Yes. So I'm going to make a TikTok. Thank you for reminding me. Let me make a note real quick. I'm going to make a TikTok on, let's go respond to Mason. Mason has me blocked right now, but that's a whole other story. But yeah, I'll respond to that. Respond to Mason. Okay, yeah. So quick response right now, guys. For those of you who didn't see it, Mason talked about how back in the day, like prior to 2017, when XRP was listed on exchanges, it was listed as Ripple. And it literally had like the Ripple logo. It was listed as Ripple. It still went by the ticker XRP. But he was saying how this could be used in the case against them, that the SEC could say that they miscommunicated that this was the XRP token instead of Ripple by having Ripple as like the name of the coin on a lot of exchanges. Which, here's the deal. Even if the SEC takes issue with this, that is only going to be a hit against Ripple. That's only going to be like, something that they'll have against Ripple that is going to have nothing to do with XRP in its current state. Even XRP from its inception, right? XRP will still be deemed a currency. That's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Cap says, I'm not an XRP hater. Cap, what's your question? You're not an XRP hater, but no one can answer your question. I can answer your question, my guy. What is it? Okay, serious question. Can anyone tell me why the central banks would choose XRP rather than just minting their own coin? Well, I was talking about this earlier. So you're going to have walled gardens when you have JP Morgan coin and Goldman Sachs coin, and then you're going to have the central bank digital currency of China and the central bank digital currency of the United States. They aren't going to trust each other. So you're still going to need a neutral bridge currency that is not owned by any country. And so that's the utility. That's the use case of XRP. Hopefully that answers your question. They still need a bridge, a neutral bridge currency. So it's just like today. That's why countries are leaving the United States dollar, because they don't like the United States. They don't like what they're doing with the dollar. They don't like what they're doing with their geopolitics. So they're leaving. They don't like what they're doing with inflation. So Russia is leaving SWIFT. Russia is not trading in the dollar. China is not trading in the dollar. Other countries aren't trading in the dollar. You still need a neutral bridge asset if you want to trade between those currencies, if you want to trade between those assets, if you want to exchange any sort of value in the internet of value, you will need a neutral bridge asset. Why would they choose XRP versus Stellar or HBAR? That goes into partnerships. The technology, HBAR beats XLM and XRP in tech. But the partnerships are what matter there. The partnerships are what matter there. So Stellar, although it's solid tech, doesn't have any of the partnerships or nearly as many partnerships as Ripple does. Same with HBAR. HBAR Hashgraph is better than blockchain technology. However, HBAR Hedera is not on the Digital Pound Foundation, helping build out the central bank digital currency of Great Britain. Right? HBAR has no countries piloting their central bank digital currency on Hedera. That's the difference. Mentalek says XRP was the agreed upon asset by the global central banks years ago. Yep. I follow the Wall Street Bull. He's super bullish on VeChain. What are your thoughts? I'm not bullish on VeChain because I think that Amazon will adopt a different crypto. I think that the biggest logistical players in this world will adopt other cryptos besides a crypto that came out of China. That's my thoughts on VeChain and why I've never been bullish on it. It's an incredible utility. VeChain, incredible utility. It's going to be a real thing. But I think that Amazon will use their own crypto or partner up with someone besides VeChain. Wouldn't the ultimate shakeout be if they made Ripple lose? Well, so Ripple could still get fined for selling XRP at quote, like, even in that case where Mason brought that up, they weren't selling a security because XRP wasn't a security. Could the SEC maybe have a case against them misleading investors? Maybe. But in that example, what's being sold is not a security. It's XRP, a decentralized currency. So even in that example, what are they going to get Ripple for? Misguiding investors? Slap them on the wrist. Ripple can do $5 million, $10 million, $50 million. Let's pay the salary of those bums over at the SEC for a few years. Let's give them 50 mil. As long as XRP has clarity, Ripple can do a slap on the wrist fine. Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larson can do a slap on the wrist fine. I think they'll have a much harder case against Brad and Chris versus Ripple, right? Yeah. Weren't they already approved by another agency? Yes, they were. Ripple already settled up with FinCEN. FinCEN and the Department of Justice settle anti-money laundering charges against cryptocurrency company Ripple Labs. FinCEN assessed a $700,000 civil money penalty against Ripple, of which $450,000 will be deemed satisfied by Ripple's forfeiture to the DOJ of that amount. Now, the critical part about this is, maybe I can find it. They deem it a virtual currency. Yep, right here. Let's highlight it right here. That wasn't hard to find. I've done this a few times. Ripple Labs willfully violated several requirements of the Bank Secrecy Act by acting as a money service business and selling its virtual currency known as XRP without registering with FinCEN and by failing to implement and maintain an adequate AML anti-money laundering program designed to protect its products from use by money launderers or terrorist financiers. See, this is where it gets interesting for me. If Ripple is acting as a bank right here, because right now they're using the banking laws, the Bank Secrecy Act, to go after them. If Ripple's acting as a bank and they determine somehow that Ripple can only sell the XRP to other banks and financial institutions that are part of this regulations, of part of these laws, that's what I'm worried about as far as us not being able to get XRP again. they've already used the banking laws to go after Ripple in 2015. This case was back in 2015. Okay, they've already deemed it a virtual currency, and they're already using banking laws to regulate Ripple. And Ripple is in control of the escrow. So that's where this gets interesting. Maybe they can't make a determination against the XRP that's already out in the public, but they can tell Ripple, hey, part of our settlement agreement is that the remaining XRP in escrow can only go to banks and financial institutions that meet the criteria of the Bank Secrecy Act, of whatever banking laws apply there. How bad did the extension hold us back? Well, it's going to hold us back a month. It sucks, but if you understand what you hold, if you understand what's underway as far as a great reset of building out the new financial infrastructure, if you understand that it's all staged and that Ripple was meeting with the SEC back in 2018, then, you sleep fine at night. You don't lose any sleep. You don't panic sell your XRP. You wait to buy the dips. You place a short on XRP like I did today. I told my Discord group last night, I said, okay, I'm going to hedge my bets with XRP if the case, and I wasn't thinking that they were going to extend the case a month. I was waiting for next week, when the discovery was supposed to end on January 19th, to set a short next week. But then this news came out and I said, okay, let's set the short now. So hedging my bet. But if you know what you hold, you don't lose any sleep over this. You place a short, or you get ready to pack your bags as XRP, hovering around 80 cents. Maybe it'll go down. Maybe if we do start to enter a bear market, XRP is going to go back down to 50 cents. You pack your bags. Oh boy, what's going on in the YouTube chat? You guys are getting crazy up in here. Let's video conference. I don't know who you are, but I don't know. DM me on Instagram, I guess. Do I really think that Bitcoin's hitting 200,000? No. Sorry, I did a little bit of a clickbait video. Usually I don't do that bullshit, but I was just trying to hype up the interview that I did with CEO of Reaper Financial, Patrick Riley. So I did kind of a clickbait video where I started out the video by saying, Bitcoin to 218,000, bull run extending till April, XRP on the path to 3 digits after settlement. We talked about all that and more in my interview with CEO of Reaper Financial, Patrick Riley, and people weren't able to figure out that I was talking about, those were the comments made by Patrick Riley, not me. I was trying to hype up the interview, which if you guys haven't watched it, go check it out. It's posted on Reaper Financial's YouTube channel. So yeah, I wish that I wouldn't have done that because I confused a lot of people. My predictions still stand. Okay, that's not my prediction. I do not think that Bitcoin is going to 200,000. I could be wrong. I mean, it's not impossible, but yeah. Yeah, I did a BitBoy clickbait, but it fucking works. That's the sad part. It's like I posted my video today about inflation and how to prepare, and I thought that was actually like solid advice. It got no traction, but I post that bullshit and, it gets way more traction, which it's ridiculous how that works, but, you got to play the game. But you guys know me. Usually I'm not on that bullshit. And really, I wasn't on that bullshit. I was referring to Patrick Riley's comments. Those weren't my comments. I was just trying to hype up the interview that I did with him. What's going on in the YouTube chat? How do you take 12 years to get 800,000 views? Meanwhile, XRP Veil YouTuber got that in 11 months. What? Bro, I did 800,000 views this last month. What? Is that a hater in the chat? Is someone trolling me? Bro, I actually started hitting YouTube hard over the last month, and we actually did do 800,000 views over the last month. I don't even know who XRP Veil is. Yeah, I don't know who. XRP Veil is very passionate. Even if I disagree with him at times, he stays on top of the XRP talk. Yeah, I don't know who that is, but I don't know. Trolls in the chat. It's like, what? I had someone comment on one of my TikToks yesterday. I've been watching you for 3 years, and nothing that you've said has come true. I replied back, I was like, I've only been making content for a year, my guy. What the hell are you talking about? These haters are unbelievable. XRP Veil, check him out. Let me pull him up. I'll take a look right now. YouTube, let's check it out. I'm surprised. I probably have heard of them. I've heard of all the XRP guys. XRP Veil. He's got 9,000 subscribers. Oh, this guy. Yeah, I've seen this guy. Yes, I have seen this guy.
What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah. I've never watched any of his videos though. Never watched any of them. But yeah, I'll check him out. I've heard that he's solid, and I've had my people have been sharing him. So yeah, I'll check that out. Cool. Shout out to XRP Veil, whatever, however you pronounce that. I'm thinking of Val Jester Locke, the real OG. But yeah, no, that's cool. I'm all for it. All for it. His sensationalism is funny. Adjust my computer screen. Where am I at? Yeah, my YouTube's lagging right now. Sorry guys. Sorry. Yeah, please remind me if I forget to move my screen around. I have to move my screen recording around for when I go between charts and when I go to like Twitter or CoinMarketCap. So please remind me. Let's go right there for CoinMarketCap. Boom, boom. Hey, yo, what's up, guys? Thank you for coming in tonight. Loved your parabolic comment. What was that? I didn't make any comments on parabolic, I don't think. What do you think will be the effect of RippleNet will have on U.S. ability to effectively sanction other nations via SWIFT? They still would be able to. Because if SWIFT, yeah, they still would be able to. Do I think that Call of Duty should partner with Ripple or Casino Coin to crypto monetize its game? Yeah, it will. I don't know if it'll be Ripple or Casino Coin. I posted in my Discord yesterday about how Forte, I think that's how you say that, one of the bigger gaming companies, they got an investment from Ripple back in 2019, major investment. Algo is the truth. Yeah, Algo's solid. Did any ISO token do an ICO? I believe so. Let's take a look. I think XDC did an ICO. Yeah. So yeah, XDC did an ICO. Did Algorand did ICO as well too, I believe. Yeah, token sale ended in 2019. It hadn't. What the hell? Algorand employed a Dutch auction, which means traders don't know how much they'll get until the auction ends. Cryptocurrency defends $60 million, not an ICO, after 56% price crash. This article is from 2019. Let's take a look. Algorand had its first successful auction this month. It employed a Dutch auction, which means traders don't know how much they'll get until the auction ends. The only thing that investors can initially be sure of is how much they're investing. So it looks like they did a type of ICO. Ignacio Hagopian, an ambassador for the Algorand blockchain project, took the liberty of authenticating the token's first public sale, what was once called an ICO. Hagopian, who was biased, used scientific methods to outline why the distribution was not only fair, but superior to other token distribution models. Yeah, so that's interesting. Now, the thing about Algorand that I've always remembered is that one of their founders came from MIT, where Gary Gensler taught taught blockchain. So I have a feeling that they did things properly, but yeah, XDC did an ICO. Algorand did something interesting. Yeah, Silvio Macaulay, the founder of Algorand. He's award winner and an MIT professor. Yeah. Do I have lessons on market highs and lows? No, I don't do any technical analysis personally. If you guys want a good TA person, I recommend Blockchain Backer. Can I pull up and show the visual charts that you shared in the Discord that show the ISO 200? Yes. Nicole, that's a good point. Let's take a look at that. Let me see if I can pull up the Twitter account. Yeah, this was the Twitter account. So I'm going to put you guys on, okay? This account that I came across is fire, okay? This person, XX underscore 1133 underscore 1221 underscore 11. Let me make sure that you guys can see this on the YouTube. Can you guys see this Twitter good? Yes, you guys should be able to. Okay. So this guy has been posting all of these visuals of all of the ISO coins. So right here we have Stellar. For those of you on TikTok, you're missing out on the secret sauce here on YouTube. These visuals really connect the dots for me and put things into perspective. yeah, but he put these together. So this is the Stellar ecosystem, showing how it all ties together, all the different parts of Stellar, and how it connects to other projects like Quant, where USDC is featured in that. You got Aqua, which is that the exchange? That's the liquidity layer for Stellar, I think. Stellar Development Foundation. See, it just ties it all together here. So you guys need to check out this Twitter. I'm just going to check out this Twitter account, okay? He's been posting all of these ISO 200 coins. He's been posting these diagrams that just help you visualize. Looks like he's posting some secret sauce in regards to riddles as well. That's exciting. Yeah. Okay. He put me onto this company, Simba Financial, which is very fascinating, very interesting partnerships. I shared this with my Discord group. You can't buy their coin. They're not a publicly traded company, so there's no way to invest in them. But I wanted my group to watch them, and so I shared that with my Discord group. Take a look at it. They're showing they already have a DARPA grant awarded to them for their blockchain technology. So take a look at them. Remember them. Okay, I don't know if they're ever going to launch a coin or what they're going to do, but that's a company that you should take a look at. What do we have here? We have this. This is tying together the ICC, United Nations, the Linux Foundation, Swift, ISO, basically the whole financial infrastructure. This is the Zinfin ecosystem. Okay, so that's going to be XDC. And basically, he's showing you in these visualizations how these other partners are going to tap into these networks, how they fit into these ecosystems. Right here. These visualizations are awesome. Yeah, Mentellect, exactly. Most ISO 200 charts do not include HBAR or Quant. The only connection that I can find that Quant has to ISO is they did a different protocol, not ISO 222. It was called something else. So I still don't even know if Quant is 100% ISO, but in this guy's charts, he includes Quant in ISO, or at least shows how these ISO coins are going to tap into Quant. I love this visualization right here. The future smart cities. Talking about how you'll have the different types of energies, smart management, artificial farming, smart devices, smart services. Which one's this? Okay, this is IOTA, which IOTA is Internet of Things. Okay. I mean, these are incredible. I've seen nothing like this. These visualizations are awesome. What's the YouTuber Twitter? The Twitter account. It's kind of hard to find, but if you just search into Twitter XX_, it'll probably pop up. But it's XX_1133, yada yada yada. I'm not even gonna read the rest. You'll find it. If you are struggling to find it, skip to 2 hours and 10 minutes in this YouTube video and you'll be able to see it on my screen. Just go watch my live stream market update 112. Skip to hour 2, minute 10, and you'll be able to find it. I can't believe that we've been on for 2 hours, guys. What is good? Thank you for coming into the chat tonight, everyone. Yes, that's what it is. Thank you. Distributed ledger technology. ISO TC307. That's what Quant was a part of. It's different than ISO 222, but yes. Can I get a link to the Discord? I don't do social media. If you want to join my Discord group, you got to sign up for my Patreon. It is linked up in the description of all my videos, linked up in my TikTok bio. Sign up for the Patreon, then we'll send you the link to the Discord. It is $17 a month. Do I have a new baby? Yes, I do have a new baby. London Monroe. She turned 1 week old today. If I click the 3 dots, you can mirror the camera. Yeah, I'm not trying to show you guys what's on my whiteboard behind me. Everyone's always commenting that on my videos. It's hard to read your whiteboard. I'm like, I'm not showing you my whiteboard. Except in the videos that I'm doing with my baby. In the videos that I'm doing with my baby, I'm showing you guys my whiteboard. But for the most part, I make my bullet points for the video that I'm trying to make on my whiteboard, and it's for me. But yeah, that's why I don't reverse my camera so that you guys can see what's on the whiteboard. It's because I just make it for my bullet points. Thank you. Yes, thank you for everyone saying congrats. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Feeling extremely blessed right now with my baby girl. Okay, Harvey says you brought a new meaning to London is ready. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I had to tie in some sort of riddle, some sort of connection to XRP with this baby. I had to tie in something. I wanted to name her Rosie, and I love the name Rose. But my girlfriend Farah, she wasn't going to let me do that, so I couldn't do that. Rose was off limits. I wasn't able to do Rosie, but I had to tie in something, and I didn't know how I was going to do it. But yes, there is a connection there with London. London is ready. All right, guys, I got to roll. It is the 1-year anniversary for me and my girlfriend as well. So it is time for me to go celebrate that. I appreciate all of you guys so much. Make sure you tap that notification bell so you know when I'm going live next. If you could hit that thumbs up button for me, I would appreciate that. And make sure we're going to be hitting it hard on YouTube here. We got some exclusive interviews on the way as well. So make sure you're tuned in. If you want any of the XRP merchandise, it's linked up below. If you want to join the Patreon Discord group, linked up below. Other than that, I appreciate all of you guys for coming in tonight. We ran up the YouTube stream, almost 200 viewers in the YouTube. TikTok was lagging tonight, but we're getting shadow banned on TikTok right now. That's fine. But I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. We will see you in the next one. Take care and God bless. Thank you. Thank you, Missy. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. God bless. I always give a couple seconds for the chat to close out and say goodbye. So that's why I'm letting it roll. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, we'll see you guys. Take care. Arthur. What's good, man?